Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's match of Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament. We have, in a wonderful match tonight, we have the good old traiLZ, and I have to fix the display in 1 second. Good old traiLZ versus MiRai upcoming tonight. So, on commentary with me today, we have good old Night Shifter. Coming in to track, we will also have, we are also having Ghost Junk join us, so give me a few moments to fix everything, and then we will get going. And Krista's avoiding us, by the way, because we pick on her. So take it away for a little bit, Knight.
Alright, thank you, Ghost. Yes, welcome Z2R race fans. We are here for our winner's bracket round 3 match between the two titans of Z2R currently. On the left we have traiLZ, and on the right we have the Guru MiRai. This should be an excellent match, and having generated this... Now, Ghost Dunk rolled the seed, not Ghost Dunk, but Cemetery rolled the seed. I wanted to see how quickly this seed rolled up, and parts of the map rolled up fairly quickly. This is going to be a good one.
By the way, thank you, Ghost Dunk, for joining us at the very last moment. We originally didn't have a tracker, so you would have had our wonderful commentators tracking too, and this could have been all sorts of fun.
It's like
but thanks, Ghost Dunk, for hopping in.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock right now.
You bet.
Any moment now, we will have our runners get ready. And so, what are you hoping for to be really evil in this seed night?
Vanilla something, and then if it's vanilla something, make it hard boots locked. Or if it's not vanilla something, islands hard boots locked. Make them walk.
Want there to be the where something useless is connected to fire and thunder is beyond expensive. Last night we had a user we had thunder linked to fire, and fire became so cheap that I would like to where you can't be spammed. Oops, did I accidentally put a delay on it?
Alright, race about to count down. 6, 5,
Go, ladies and gentlemen.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, and we have a vanilla shuffled west. Here we go.
Ooh,
Vanilla shuffled west basically means it's the vanilla west, but all of the locations you would know in the west, they're already been randomly sent to corners of the map. So they're going to have to really find a way to get through here.
Just like that, I already was informed that I had switched to MiRai's audio, so we are now listening to MiRai. We won't have the wonderful color commentary until traiLZ joins us in the commentary booth.
Oh, very timely life 2 there for MiRai.
Timer looks good, I think, right?
Oh, that is the raft tile where P2 usually sits.
Well, like we said, it's me. I have to make things interesting.
And look at this jumble of palaces here. We have GP. We also have a Rauru right here.
Did I see that right? Ooh, and there's the any key right now for MiRai.
Oh,
Two
very nice.
palaces right next to each other.
You're a little ahead there.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll fix things. Too much to get used to.
And MiRai has found a heart container cave.
And chat's informing us that we're both ahead, by the way.
Oh. Refresh. As Trails got Reflect out of Rauru. Oh, and it's a Vanilla Death Mountain.
Yeah, we can just predict the future. We're so... We've seen this game so many times. ...
Trying to get through this heart container cave here. But he's getting all the business from all sides here. Oh, and he just ups and A's. And oh, Trails found a way to the Parappa Desert side of things.
And all it has on that tile is a life. That traiLZ says, screw it, I don't need that, I'm too good for this.
And not, except for that desert tile, there's not much out here. And MiRai stabbing along at the beat of the music. And now he has Reflect. Trails has found the double bridge encounter, and the other palace right next to GP is either 3 or 6. And he finds that mountain. Oh, MiRai now finding all the fun stuff. And right now, Reflect is not castable. And this red Dyra is dealing out 3 life containers of damage per hit.
Well, we do have to make it a good challenge for people, so...
Okay, here's Mito with the life spell.
By the way, we have our good old prediction going up, so if you think MiRai's going to win, vote for MiRai. If you think traiLZ is going to take it, feel free to vote for traiLZ. Wager those channel points, and if you're correct, you get extra channel points. If you're wrong, channel points just go to traiLZ.
And MiRai frustrated because he had to up A out of that trophy cave because he was going to take the lava bath, and that would have been a game over.
You mean lava baths aren't good for you?
Not particularly.
Choosing not to go into that dungeon, just back to exploring.
Yep. The glove is probably holding him back from really making the dives right now.
Well, you know it's me, so I probably hit it nice and deep.
Well, there's the trophy for whenever we find Rudo. So far, the only two towns we found here in the west so far has been Rauru and Mito. Oh, the hammer was in Heart Container Cave.
Ooh,
MiRai needs to get back there.
yes, there was a nice big old path blocked by that hammer. So can we say Trails now has hammer time?
Yes, he does.
Boomsh.
It'll be interesting to see. And now he has complete access to the west as well. He won't have to worry about taking caves. And MiRai is now back in Heart Container Cave, and he needs to be able to get through it this time.
Yes, he does need to get... Ooh, and there's another death for him. The biggest thing probably holding Trails back too is that he's looking also for that love.
Yes. Oh, and MiRai just gets sniped by the red Dyra in the back.
Oh, painful.
A vanilla. Oh, we have a. Oh my goodness! Look at this medicine cave.
Wow.
Two red Dyras in the dark. As both game over, both back to North Palace. Oh, wow.
Sadly, the people in chat cannot see the facial expressions, but do you see MiRai cussing out the screen right now?
Oh, MiRai is furious with his combat right now. He is very, very disappointed with it.
Trails looks a little annoyed, but not nearly these facial expressions that we're getting from
Oh,
MiRai.
and there's a second entrance to Death Mountain. So Death Mountain loops in on the west, which means...
we need the raft.
Yep, we need the raft.
Okay, here we go. Another attempt from MiRai. Slowly and surely we'll win the race, right?
Surely, but Trails is in P-Bag Cave here.
And MiRai's in Heart Container Cave, right?
No, he was just going through Parappa. He found his way to the Parappa Desert,
Oh, he can get an extra life here at least.
which he did pick up.
That head shake. He's gonna strangle me after this too, since I rolled it.
And just a heart container in P-Bag Cave today. But the way the combat is early right now, I don't think Trails is going to disagree with that.
No, you need as much health as you can get right now.
Oh, the lag costing MiRai a life there.
So it looks like chat is slightly favoring Trails to win this, but it can be anyone's game.
Yep.
It might be the first whoever finds that glove, even.
That could be very much the case.
Or the raft. Run, MiRai, run! You can do it!
And finding out that the reward there on the end of that one was just a red jar. And that he pushed the Gorilla off screen, which means he's just short of a level up.
Painful. And look,
I
he's
think
solo online.
I think he just wants to get that level up and be done with it in up A.
I don't blame him. And I can't see him taking anything but life in the for a level up. Because the way everything is hitting today.
Oh, yeah. Everything is just bullying. And, oh, here's Magic Container Cave, right where it is usually in vanilla.
I just want there to be a pee bag in there.
It's the boots, but the boots do them no good here in Vanilla West. So the boots right now are absolutely useless.
I think so far this has definitely been a good seed for our winners bracket. What are we? Winners bracket round 3.
Yes, this is a very hype matchup for Winners Bracket 3. And then on the other side, we have quite the surprise matchup in Animus versus Sparkles.
Ooh, that's bound to be a good match. The loser of this match will go down to face. We'll have a nice break because we have to have Big Slamu versus Level Engine. Winner of that one faces Chroma. Wait, Chroma's in the losers bracket?
Yeah. Sparkles upset Chroma in round 2.
Holy cannoli, I missed a lot.
And it was a close race from what I was told, too.
Ooh, I might have to go back on. Watch that on Restream. We had a nice match too last night. We had Paratroopa versus Jay Coper.
Yes, that was a very close match, too.
Once that Paratroopa moves on to face JJ Schmidt 77,
which should be a very good match. And
I think they're a newcomer, aren't they?
JJ, I'm not sure, but that is a matchup of the 14 and 12 seed in the losers bracket round 3.
Yes, and anytime you have double digits that far in the losers bracket, they've knocked off some bigger seeds.
Yep, and just a heart container in that medicine cave. That is, that's not what.
PAH clarified, not a newcomer, but JJ is the wild card.
Yes, he won the 2 and 3 battle royale for the last seed into brackets.
And finally, MiRai gets his hammer.
Yeah, and he's like, oh boy. He knows he's a little bit behind at the moment.
So level-wise right now, we have Trails at 3-3-4, and I'll have to double-check MiRai's here. It's 2-1-2. So he's behind on the level count as well.
Oh yeah. Trails has been able to has got some really good P bags, so it's really pushed him forward. So now
pointless fairy in the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, MiRai finding the bad news that guess what? Death Mountain's a loop.
So I want to say the raft is in what? Pick a number between 1 and 6.
3.
Okay, it will be in P4. I didn't say the number you're going to pick is going to be the one that I choose.
Well, they do have the ability to clear P4 if they find it here on the West, because we're still missing 2 palaces.
Then we need it in P5, because we need it in a dungeon they can't clear immediately. Well, they might be able to clear P5, but the glove probably is a nice blocker.
Alright, here's Trails going to the southeast of the West, giving us what's over here in normally the Mito spot. And then, oh, there's a palace. People! Ladies and gentlemen, Cemetery the Prophet.
All hail the graveyard. And the irony is the fact that Trails just went into a graveyard, too.
Alright, here MiRai's starting to build it up. And Trails has found Saria and its spell. So, the only really big important spell we have found so far has been Reflect.
The lone forest tile up there.
Yep.
Ooh, and we got spell for.
Yep, spell and Saria. And traiLZ is just going to walk right back out the same way he walked in.
So whenever you cast it, do you literally have to say the letters SPELL? Because it says spell.
Okay, traiL's finding the front of Fairy Cave, but that's no good now. Going through Saria might be the way to the island, and I don't know if there's anything on it. Go east to find the flute. Okay.
What was that hint?
Go east to find the flute.
Ooh. By the way,
there's
Krista was so happy last night. River Devil was required.
Ah, yes, with a vanilla east.
Ooh,
River
and
Devil's always-
Trails takes a bath.
Yeah, this pass-through can be really ugly, but it looks like it's just bubbles here, so... Oh, it's bubbles and boulders. That can get ugly.
The uglier, the better.
And I think... Oh, Trails from the back of Fairy Cave over here.
And MiRai gonna get the hint about the flute, and let's see where he goes.
Going the same way, so... Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to find a raft, because these runners aren't getting out of this west without a raft.
We might have to actually dip one of those dungeons to find that raft.
Because we have GP 3 or 6, or come here into Death Mountain. They have the hammer.
True.
They can do both Hammer Cave and Check Spec Rocks, so Death Mountain might hold our progression.
I'm gonna guess that it's in a dungeon. Where do you guess?
I'm going to say it's going to be probably in Hammer Cave. And Spec Rock has just a magic container.
You're a little bit ahead, mate.
Alright, I'll go ahead and refresh them.
Hey, nothing's wrong with a magic container though, because it means more casting of whenever we actually get a spell worth casting.
This is true.
And there's good old spell for MiRai.
And MiRai is going to cross Saria and see what's in the cave on the other side.
Okay, final minute to get your predictions in of who's gonna win. Wow, we're already 20 minutes almost into this match.
Yep, and still a lot of exploring going on. Trail's doing the despawn of the first enemy in this room. You come into it, you go back, you come back in, and the first enemy's gone. And there's the glove. Oh,
Ooh,
boy.
That's big.
Glove and Hammer Cave. Here goes, and MiRai is going to, not MiRai, but Trails is going to start diving palaces.
So, Krista, I have done a really good roll here because it has been painful to our runners at the beginning. And we have a raft required.
Yes, so the raft's either going to be here in this 3-6 or in 4.
Didn't I say 4?
Yes, you
Cool.
did.
I will laugh my behind off if it is in 4.
I will too, because that will have been quite the prediction.
Oh, you crack it open like a pistachio, not like an oyster. We're not going to use knives to get into the seed.
Oh, MiRai looks like he's going to just go ahead and dive this 3-6 without the glove.
You better hope it's not glove blood.
Well, let's keep an eye on... And this is P6. This is Barba's house that Trails and MiRai are in.
So which
we
green
have-
do you think is better?
I like
Actually-
the green on Mirai's side better.
Ooh, I have to slightly go with
And
Trails.
they're-
It's brighter.
And there is a potential glove block here in 6.
Ooh, that could be very bad for MiRai. I'm getting yelled at by my cat. He thinks he wants attention.
Cats do that. Oh, and there's another glove. Oh, MiRai is in trouble. This P6 is hard glove blocked.
Ooh, I want to see the wonderful facial expressions when he finds that out.
Oh, that sec. Ooh. Well, let's continue to see what's behind this glove block because it could be big. And oh,
I'm getting bossed around by Krista and Jet.
Krista, you don't get to boss around Sam if you didn't want to come be the restreamer tonight.
Oh, I was already going to be the restreamer. It's just to co-commentate or track. She didn't even want to come track with us.
Oh, I'm hurt.
I would
Krista
be. It
couldn't
would break
even
my heart
come do
if
the
I had a heart.
clickety clacks with us.
My heart would be broken if I had a heart.
Well, we got Ghost Dunk, so
See, that's an improvement then. Because Ghost Dunk willingly came. Krista would be
traiLZ thought he found something, but it was not anything.
MiRai has not found that it is a glove block yet.
Another
so.
potential glove block. This could also be a jump required room. But it isn't. Oh, so lucky. I cannot tell you how many times I've had a room just like that be jump required. Oh, MiRai.
Krista, we know it's because you put up with me last night, and so you can't survive 2 days in a row. This has been a brutal palace, too.
Yes, it has. It is giving both our runners fits.
Ooh, and because there's a death for traiLZ.
But so far, we have not... MiRai has found Barba. Barba is not glove blocked.
Whoa, what the heck?
That's big, but this is an attack 3 Barba.
Ooh, you might be here for a while.
Oh, he'll be here for a while. Because this looks like it's a beefy Barba, too. And,
well, the bad part is, traiLZ is in the same boat. It will be attack 3.
Yep. And, oh, the raft is in 6! And the raft is glove blocked.
Oh no, that is really bad for MiRai.
So while Barba wasn't blocked, the raft, the item that's going to get our runners off the west finally, is blocked behind the glove. Oh, this is bad news for
traiLZ. But that's huge for traiLZ.
Oh, yes, huge for traiLZ, but bad news for MiRai.
Well, at least he got Barba down on the first attempt.
Yep, and picks up attack 4 for it. Oh, he's going to try and go back and find the item.
He hasn't found the glove block yet.
Unless he comes from the other side, and if the other side isn't glove blocked.
I thought both ways were glove blocked, though.
I don't know about both ways through the item room. Oh, MiRai gobbling up even more EXP here. Pushing up to attack 5. Ooh.
I can't wait for this interview at the end.
Oh, and MiRai leaves P6. Ooh.
That might be a small blessing in disguise if he goes and gets the glove.
Oh, and here he goes, right to Death Mountain.
Well, his only other option was, what, P4?
Yep. And he's gonna, if he sticks to this... Oh, and traiLZ, that is a drop room. That one I said that looked like it was, and initially looked like it hadn't been.
Well, this is still close. We still have traiLZ trying to find Barba. In the meantime, we have MiRai trying to go get his wonderful glove.
There's his magic container. And now when he goes and clears Hammer Cave here, he will finally get his hand on his glove, and you can almost bet he's going to be right back into P6 looking for that item.
The facial expressions has died down. He's not nearly as upset.
I think getting Barba down helped calm him down.
It was just getting through those initial, 10 deaths he had?
Yeah.
The 5 attempts in Heart Container Cave.
Yeah. MiRai wondering what killed him.
Don't know. If only there was a candle that could enlighten us, right?
Well, we've not gotten a clue for that illuminating object, so we are going to have to remain in the dark.
Fun's fully intended throughout the day.
Oh, of course.
We're here all week. Jump, 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 jump.
And MiRai not going to despawn the first enemy. Oh, and it's a gorilla. But with attack 5, he cuts through him pretty quickly. And there's his glove, and looks like a little bit of a sigh of relief there.
I don't know, that seemed more like an eye roll. It's like what the hell?
We'll see where he goes from here. Does he go back into 6, or does he go to 4? Oh, he's going to... Oh!
You know, he doesn't. He's not nearly as far behind as we put him right now.
Oh, and look at
traiLZ
that!
Is still in 6.
Well, it all depends on how quick MiRai. But here's traiLZ to Barba.
True.
And MiRai's gonna go to 4.
But if he gets through 4 and finds the item, he just knows that he has to go to
6. Yes.
6.
Oh. But see,
now let's see how quick for it.
But you see, traiLZ is going to be able to come in here and just go straight.
Expect MiRai to probably clear it out.
But I expect traiLZ to just come in here looking for Karok.
With so much stuff still not found?
For now, yeah.
We know that the East has the flute.
Yes, we know the East has the flute, and unless P4's item is the medicine, unless the item is the child, there's no real reason for them to come back in here.
So here's where we could have a slight... Oh, by the way, traiLZ died to Barba. Here's a way we could have a little mix-up. If traiLZ goes straight for Karok, and MiRai finds the item, and it's an item of importance, it could turn the tables again.
Very true. And that's the beautiful thing about the Z2R. You never... Oh, and here's the item right now.
And drum roll, please. It is...
magic container. So traiLZ will be able to just go. But this looks
that gives MiRai the idea that you need to go to back to 6.
Yep. But this is on the way to Karok, so traiLZ will not miss out on this magic container.
Speaking of traiLZ, there's Barba down 4 traiLZ. Gonna place his gem and then book it out of here.
Yeah, he will head right for P4. Because then he'll be able to, once he beats P4, he'll be able to go to he'll be able to take the raft and never come back to the west until it's time for GP.
You mean you don't want to go to Death Mountain yet again?
Considering they've cleared it out, there's no point.
But everyone loves Death Mountain.
Krista loves it so much she wants to make it bigger with more caves.
I want a palace inside a cave. There you go. Make the entrance to GP at the back of Hammer Cave.
Oh, goodness.
But don't tell anybody.
Oh, and here is traiLZ B4. So we have both runners in here at the same time. Oh, MiRai, you looped. You looped.
As always, continue to make things evil.
Yep. Yes, Zero. It was most definitely a loop. Alright, MiRai's levels are starting to catch up back to Trails, so that's at least evening out now. And MiRai finds another dead end. He's just gonna up and A and try and figure out where he has to go.
These purple or purple / pinkish is a little too similar. It's not really hard. Not gonna ask to pick a favorite.
And here's Trails coming up on the magic container. And at a timely time, too, that completely refills his magic.
Yes, it's very helpful.
And Trails is going to go up. And he needs to be careful here. And MiRai finds yet another dead end.
I was going to say, you don't want to have him go in a loop, too?
Oh, he could end up in the loop. But at least MiRai has already seen this loop, so he'll know not to go back through it.
This is a very confusing dungeon.
P4 can do this at times. If it rolls up just enough extra rooms from its base level, it can pick up just enough twists and turns to really get tough.
Cat demanding attention again, this time sitting on my keyboard.
Cat gonna be a cat. Oh, the crumble bridge is not cooperating this time with MiRai. There we go. And I think Trails has just entered the loop that MiRai was on earlier. I think the correct way to go there was down.
Well, MiRai passes back through
oh, wait a minute. No, I remember MiRai passed up this top part here.
There's the facial expressions again.
But Trails lets it go too, as they high five. Trails was on the right way, and Trails now realizing he just looped. But he doesn't know which way was the correct way at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. He's heading back.
Did he finally find the right way?
Did he figure it out just a little bit faster than MiRai here?
MiRai grabbing that life.
Yes, he did, because there's Karok. And traiLZ is right behind him. Because it's this way that traiLZ is going now that'll get him to Karok.
Karok, such a difficult boss. We'll take a drink in the middle of it.
Yep, just gotta make sure you keep your crouch in the corner and you're all good to go. There's Gem 2 from MiRai, and traiLZ
will be short behind.
Yep.
So then we're gonna have to see.
Now this is where we're gonna see traiLZ pull ahead because MiRai's got to go back into 6 and dig out the raft, where traiLZ will be able to just go right to the raft tile and head on to wherever the raft leads.
The raft wasn't too far in, if I remember right.
Remember, he has to take that one drop, though.
True. And at least he now has the glove, so he's better off.
Yes. Alright, the up and A from traiLZ. And traiLZ making a beeline right to the raft tile.
So between 1, 2, 3, and 5, which one do you think is on Maze Island?
I'm gonna go with 3.
And which one do you think is in Valley of Death?
I'm gonna go with 5. Guma hiding deep in the valley, but that means 1's gonna be behind the flute.
I don't know. I think I like the idea of 1
here
being in
is
Valley
the
of Death.
east, and we have a mountainous east. Oh, and there's the flute right away.
Okay, that was just too easy.
And here's Risen P-Bag Cave for traiLZ.
And if I'm... It looks like MiRai's heading the correct direction for now. Taking full advantage of the extra lives that are dropping from the drop pool, plus using Spell nicely.
Yes, if you've got Spell, you might as well utilize it. And here he is at the raft.
Well, that was quite a quick find.
Yep, and which means he's going to be... No, MiRai. Oh, MiRai.
MiRai's leaving.
Did you forget MiRai? You found that really early. Yeah, now he's going the right way.
So
we will have
it's
both.
anyone's game.
Yes, it is very much anyone's game right now.
MiRai not punished too much by not going into... or not getting the gloves earlier.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the Riffle Devil required.
Krista will be so happy. I mean, we already have the flute, but...
The fact that the flute was required to get through into this area...
That's 2 matches in a row that the River Devils required. Maybe they secretly coded it in to be required just to make Krista happy.
And going south is just a dead end, so MiRai's going to have to head north here. And there's no way walking around that part, MiRai. You are going to have to slog through this mountainous east. But now the question is, where is our Maze Island connector?
I hit it.
Because we are going to have to look for that bridge.
I hit it in the most inopportune spot.
And here's Nibiru with its vanilla fire spell.
Ooh, I'm curious to know what is connected to fire today.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see what spell is.
If it actually ends up being thunder, then they don't have to go hunting for thunder.
Nope.
I mean, look how much magic they have now. Come on.
Yeah, with 7 magic containers and one on Magic 6, the other on Magic 5. Yeah, this is... They're doing good magic-wise.
It is shield that's on
So
5.
fire...
Oh no, jump.
Fire jump, okay. So not
like-
the best fire spell today.
No, but it means we do have to go find the child.
Yes, because that very well could be Thunder.
Where did I hide these palaces?
Pretty well, it looks like.
There we have Trails also taking advantage of the spell spell.
I do see a Valley of Death on the very left corner of TrailZ's screen here.
I still say I want that to be 1 because you have the most annoying place and you have the easiest dungeon.
Oh, MiRai has found the water tile. And as Trails walks by it, and what did MiRai pick up there?
MiRai got an extra life.
Okay, so... And they are both coming here to P5.
So you sadly don't have your P5 on Valley of Death.
No. Which
I
now
just-
probably ups the chance of P1 being in... Oh, MiRai says no thank you.
I don't necessarily blame him. You know where it is. You can always come back to it.
Yep, and there's a town right... Oh, he's going to come in and... Nope, he is going to come in here, because
He can't make up his mind.
that desert path over to the town has the 2 Darunia encounters.
Okay, so we have MiRai that's a slightly darker blue. Light blue. Oh, it's very. I mean, Trails is very bright on the eyes.
Yes.
I think I prefer MiRai's on this one.
Yeah, I do too.
Ooh, that is a very timely fairy for MiRai.
Yes. Now to see who can find Guma first.
My guess is one of them will.
Oh, Trails has found the item room.
What is our item in here? It is. Hang on. To be continued.
And it's the child. Oh, it's the child.
Ooh.
So, Guma sitting on children once again. And Krista calls Guma a bro.
Does that tell you something about Krista then?
Just a little. She supports child sitters.
I mean, is it worse than babysitters? The whole idea of a babysitter is a person that sits on a baby.
Well, you're not supposed to sit on the baby. You're supposed to just watch the baby.
But then that's a baby watcher, not a babysitter.
True, Krista does play as Guma, so... Alright, all
No,
Trails
see,
has...
the child literally is just going out to try and prove himself to be amazing, and then always just gets captured.
Yep.
He wants to be like Link.
Yep. But just can't do the same things.
He tries being like Link and ends up being like Tingle.
Oh. MiRai, I think you have found a loop, sir.
I think he just realized too with those facial expressions.
And that's a dead end. So we have yet to determine the value of this child.
Can you really put a value on a child's life?
But it's 2/3 chance the child is blocking an important spell.
And here is Guma for Trail.
Yep.
It's a hardy Guma.
You're a little bit ahead.
That's stupid refreshers.
Right, MiRai has now found the item room. He's going to get his child.
But Guma is able to take a few, or is taking a few hits here.
Dishing out some punishment here, Trails, even on a life 6.
Yeah, one more hit and Trails is would have to restart.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh, I feel for you, Trails.
Commentator's curse.
I was just stating facts. ...
Trails gotta be careful. He's back to... And he takes another death on Guma. He's gotta be careful. He's down to his last life. A game over here. A game over here would flip the momentum into MiRai's favor.
Yeah, that's allowing some time for MiRai to catch up.
MiRai is going the right way, and he is catching up as it is. But if Trails game's over, that would be massive.
Trails playing it's safe this time, not trying to get nearly as aggressive.
Oh. As you say.
Okay, I'm just going to stop until he's done with this fight.
There we go.
Okay, now he takes down Guma. But those two deaths allow some time for MiRai to catch up if he doesn't die on Guma.
If MiRai doesn't die on Guma, yes, he will make back even more time here.
Because here is Guma. Coming up not before, in the next couple of rooms.
Yep, so... Just little things. They're allowing MiRai to pull back a little bit more of that time he lost with his West.
Trails had the better East, or West, and we have MiRai having the so far better East. And here is Guma!
Guma giving MiRai the business here.
But MiRai able to take it down on the first attempt. We allowing him to get that little extra time.
Gaining back some time here. And I did not see what the spell was in Darunia. But the fact that Darunia is right next to it's Kid Thunder.
It's Thunder.
Oh, wow.
Wait, didn't I call that earlier?
Yes, you did. Oh, and the swag jump from Trails.
I mean, are we needing anything else?
Fairy. We still need fairies.
Ooh, just in case, yeah, because you want to have fairy.
Last thing you need,
GP.
Yep, is a fairy blocking GP, and you have to come out and get fairy.
Trails did get upstab there.
Yep.
So now he has a Pokey. Krista's favorite version of stab.
As we all know, the best stab.
The best stab is up, and the best pokey is hokey. Ooh, that is a very painful room for MiRai.
Oh, these Darunia pass-throughs can be brutal. And MiRai getting into Darunia as Trails leaves Darunia. So he's a town behind at the moment.
Ooh, yeah. Chat pointing out, MiRai does not have jump, so we cannot.
Oh, he can't get up stab at the moment. Ooh,
yeah.
That's big.
Because if we have up stab required room in GP.
Because MiRai never got fire.
Ooh, did I see that right at Magic 6? Thunder is 79.
That's a pretty expensive Thunder spell.
I also said I did want Thunder to be expensive.
And there's new Kasuto's shield, so old Kasuto's gonna be fairy.
Now we just gotta find it.
All I gotta do is find the way to get to these other palaces. Both going into the same cave at the same time, and both going the same way now. They're both going to get the fairy spell at the same time. Actually, no. MiRai avoided the encounter. He's going to get it first. And this will let him go back to Jurunia and get upstab. Oh, and Trail's taking a death as he goes into new Old Kasuto.
Ouch.
This could buy MiRai time to catch back up. Oh, there's our Maze Island Bridge. This is huge. And MiRai finds an item right away. Not that he's looking for anything in particular. Oh, it's the 8th magic container.
Need some magic?
Oh, traiLZ is going to pass up on it.
That's not going to be as important. We have so much magic.
And both with the successful fairy feats. And both of them entering Palace 3 here. The hunt for Rebo is on.
That continues to make my chances at Valley of Death being 1 on.
100%.
Wait, then was there 2?
Oh, right, 2. 1 and 2 could be under 3-Eye Rocket, or 2 could, so
I have a 50-50 chance.
yes. Or 2 could just be, sitting there in the open.
Are you not entertained?
And we've got them in the same room, just steps behind one another.
They both would love to, would be so happy that there's such a close race. Neither one are really a big fan of blowout.
Oh, and they both find Helmet Head at the same time. I mean, Rebanak at the same time. You had me with P2 on the brain.
Yes, we have Rebo here. I was like, this is not Helmet Head. They are seconds apart from each other.
Oh, but traiLZ gets the Rebo kill first.
traiLZ being a bit more aggressive on. MiRai had to play a little bit of defense because he was so low on health. They actually have the exact same levels right now.
Yes, they are. This is down to routing and skill.
I have to say, this is one of my favorite Cs I've rolled so far. It's less RNG, more skill.
This is going to come straight down to skill at the moment. And it's into the valley. Here they go.
The only thing that MiRai has...
MiRai is going to go into the valley. Where traiLZ is turning away.
So the only thing that traiLZ has over MiRai is upstab, right?
Yes. And traiLZ is trying to find where that last palace is, but it's not here. And he is now... MiRai is now in the lead, going into the Valley of Death.
Picking up voluntary death because we need more magic for fairy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Magic 6. Thunder is 79.
Oof.
You can't cast it more than once. Hey, it changes it from being a thunder spam like last night.
traiLZ is taking a death in this cave.
Well, he was out of magic.
Well, no, he just took a death straight up.
Oh, it wasn't for a magic refill?
No, it was not.
MiRai down to his last life, but should be able to get to the palace.
And Mirai not going to take any chances. He's going to just ferry straight through instead of trying the fairy feet here on the last one because he knows he's down to his last life.
You got this, MiRai. I have faith in you.
And there he is, and it's P2 in the here in the valley.
Ooh, so P1 is missing. I see them just heading straight for Helmet Head. There is not going to be anything.
Nope, they want to find Helmet Head as fast as possible. Right, at this point,
Trail's down to 1 life, so if he gets hit too much...
but he makes it.
Yeah, he gets to skip.
They want to find Helmet Head pronto, and here it is.
Wow, that was quick.
And what a weak helmet. Oh my goodness, the second helmet doesn't even fully pop up.
Wow. We've almost... Do you know we almost did our dungeons in reverse order? We did 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to have 1 now.
Yep. Yeah, we went 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1.
So almost reverse order.
Almost.
And there is Trails right on Helmet Head.
Yep, and Mirai making the smart play, just quick up and A to head back to the raft tile to go back to the east because we know the way he went in the east that P1's not on that side.
Trails actually killing Helmet Head faster than I could get the same amount that he's fighting Helmet Head.
Yep, but with attack 5, that's not surprising.
You know, he couldn't be able to grab upstab while he's out searching. Because I don't see him saying screw it and skipping upstab.
Oh, he might take that risk.
That could be a big gamble.
Yes, it could be. But we've known Mirai to make that gamble before.
Trails him out to the raft tile now to go head back his way.
Oh. Okay, so there was a way around where the River Devil led. It just required going down a different path.
So River Devil was not required.
No, River Devil was not hard required.
Don't tell Krista. She might be a little upset. Krista was telling me though that Guma is is a beloved caretaker for being a child sitter.
Got everybody going every which way. Trying to find P1.
Where could our P1 be? Where could it be? I did a really good job hiding it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I did such a good job hiding it, I don't even know where it is.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1 hour mark of this race. And boy, do we've got a close one.
Happy 1 hour mark! While we're here, let's give a shout out to our 2 amazing runners. We have MiRai and Trails, who are neck and neck in this winner's bracket round 3 match. Then we also have our wonderful co-commentator with me is Night Shifter, and we have Ghost Junk that stepped in to do our tracking. So give them all a nice shout out, pat on the back, and follow them if you would like to.
Oh, and here's Mirai getting upstab.
Oh, and for clarity, I am your wonderful restreamer. I'm Cemetery2121. Well, just call me Sam. And I'm back with a vengeance to make evil seeds like this for our runners.
Yes, they are now. Both runners are now even. There is nothing separating these 2 runners now.
And the first one to enter GP might be the first one to win, or cross the finish line. It's anyone's game.
It's anyone's race at this point. We do not know where this P1 is at all. It is hidden.
Both our runners look a little confused on the on the
because
restart.
they've been pretty much everywhere in this east and have not found P1. Yeah, there has to be a path through cave somewhere.
Well, traiLZ does have fire, while MiRai does not. It doesn't give him really any much of an advantage. It gives you jump, but there's no rooms that are jump required where you can't use fairy.
This is true. MiRai up Aang. Oh.
We never saw the other side of what leads to Maze Island, right?
No, no, that. Oh, there it is! traiLZ has found Three-Eyed Rock.
And P1 is under it.
This is now traiLZ's race. And I think it's right down here. Oh no! MiRai's going the wrong way.
Come on, MiRai, I have faith that you can find it.
Oh, with every second that MiRai wanders around the map, traiLZ is just pulling further and further ahead.
Yeah, but GP has been known to be a game changer too.
Yes, it is called the Great Equalizer for a reason.
Ooh, that is a brutal room traiLZ just went through.
Yes, it is.
I do not blame him at all for using fairy.
Nope. Oh, poor MiRai. He
He's
looks
lost.
like he's hopelessly lost. And traiLZ has found Horsehead.
Okay, then, and we definitely know where GP is.
And there goes Horsehead.
That's going to put Crystal in, immediately up an A, and get going to GP.
Yep. Oh, and here we go. No, this isn't the right area. This is... Yep, here we go. Right there.
Wait, right there we go. Woohoo!
Oh, the look of frustration on Mirai's face. He knows
But
that...
remember that it wasn't very... It was a quick dungeon, so he's not too many... I would say about 2 minutes behind.
Where's traiLZ going?
I don't know. traiLZ? You
have thunder. Why are you... He never got down stab?
What?
Wow.
MiRai has down stab, I
Oh,
think.
neither did, actually.
Oh, no.
Neither got down stab. Oh, my.
True.
So those rebos were down stabless rebos. Very clean on both ends.
Yeah, because that means jump. Oh, yeah, jump was in the east. And fairy was in the east.
Now traiLZ will be heading for GP. But MiRai is on the path to Horsehead.
But he will have to go get down stab as well.
Yep. And at 105.50...
47.
105.50, traiLZ is into GP.
Now let's see how confusing it is.
Oh, there's immediate junction.
Press 1 if you want GP to be straightforward. Press 2 if you... or type 2 if you want it to be confusing as all hell.
Oh, and an immediate dead end going right. And the question is, will MiRai remember that he doesn't have down stab?
I would hope so. And
Yeah.
chat,
Yeah,
unanimously agreeing that we want a beyond confusing GP.
And here's another junction on the left. Choices. Oh, and they're both leads. It's up and left or straight left.
The choices. Ghost on clarifying, you don't fight that many blue iron knuckles without remembering you don't have down stab.
Oh, Trail's getting the lucky red jar.
And MiRai getting his down stab now. Next over to GP.
Oh, thankfully he got that magic refill, because if he hadn't, that would have been a death. Trails took a fireball right to the chest. And another junction.
To the face.
And at 1:07:59, MiRai is now in GP.
What is it? 2 minutes and 9 seconds separating them?
Yep. Oh, and MiRai, feeling behind, immediately takes the left. But what he doesn't know is that is correct.
How much fairy being casted?
And another junction, and this is a three-way junction. A four-way, I'm sorry. Where could Thunderbird be?
Ooh, and there's an upstab room.
Oh, but that red... Oh, and they're just rooms apart from each other.
I mean, is any place in here considered a room far apart?
They are going to literally be in the same room as soon as he gets up to the top here.
We definitely wanted a close race.
And we are getting it.
That red bird being annoying.
Yes, but MiRai gets him to go by. And the big difference right now, Trails got an extra heart. Trails is on 6 heart containers. Oh, and that's just a dead end! Oh no!
But both our runners went that way, so both our runners don't gain any time on the other person.
So Trails maintains his lead, however slim it is right now.
Now the girl
going right is not the answer, because that's the direction MiRai came from.
Yeah, so if MiRai actually goes down all the way on the elevator...
Oh, but MiRai up an aid!
It's not that far to get to that junction, though.
No, it is not. Very nice down stab chain there from MiRai.
T-Bird, where are you?
Hiding very well.
Here, T-Bird, 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 T-Bird. I don't think it works that way, does it?
No.
You know, since T-Bird, they have not had an interesting electrical big boss fight like that.
No. Z2 really was its own unique game. And honestly, I loved this game. This game was fun, but I know so many people who have such a harsh opinion of the game.
And there's an up A for Trail.
Yeah, well, this is going to be interesting.
Where do we make her chain?
It's got to be down at that 1-4-way.
Ooh, MiRai lucked out. He walked on some air there.
Sometimes.
Ooh, they're in the same room yet again.
No, they're not.
They're not?
Different rooms.
They look so confusing.
I know, they looked very similar.
Too many options.
Oh man, the king bots are out in force today.
I like air making things annoying.
Oh, and a fairy block. MiRai is showing us something new here, I have a feeling. I don't remember seeing this on Trail's side.
No, we didn't see a fairy block earlier.
It's left we go. This GP is being linear.
Oh no, we had that four-way intersection. That is not
True.
linear
GP,
in any way whatsoever.
GP is being GP. It is being the great equalizer for sure.
Hey, you know why I made everything go left? It's because I'm
Oh, look at this. Oh, MiRai gets through.
How the hell did he manage that?
He got through safely. Wow.
How?
And now he's finally going back right. And, oh, here comes traiLZ right on MiRai's tail now.
We have chicken and waffles.
Yep. And more chicken and waffles.
This is painful. I feel sorry for MiRai.
This is GP.
And the lag. Ooh, and there's
the death in that room.
They are literally just like 2 rooms apart.
Yes, this is very close. But once again, that extra heart container so far playing dividends for traiLZ. He's able to just take that one extra hit right now, and they're
just as he leaves the room.
Thunderbird's on the other side of this room.
Holy shit, MiRai's slightly in the lead. But he has to have a nice, clean kill here.
How clean is this fight gonna be?
Ooh, T-Bird is actually not as tanky as I've seen it.
Yes, Attack 5 doing good work against Thunderbird here, which is surprising. Usually Attack 5 is not that hot. And traiLZ is now going to find that he's found Thunderbird as well. Oh, they are so close.
Question is, who feels like they're... I don't think either runner can feel like they're really ahead.
No, not at this point.
That is definitely T-Bird down for MiRai.
T-Bird down for MiRai as traiLZ starts his fight.
A death here for either runner could be game changer.
Oh yeah, and especially with more GP after T-Bird.
Ooh, come on, guys. So close.
And down goes Thunderbird on MiRai's side. Oh, this spicy chicken. But MiRai gets by him.
This is such a nail-biter.
And even more GP.
Ooh, there is a very vital red refill for...
timely magic refill.
Oh, that's so helpful for MiRai.
And traiLZ just a room behind him. But here's Darkling. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to come down to... ladies and gentlemen, we have a race here. This is going to come down to Darkling fights.
This is going to be seconds apart.
Because traiLZ is just a room away. Who has the cleaner Darkling fight?
There's 1, 2... Who's good? Come on, you guys. You're so close.
That's it.
And
It's
Mirai
Mirai
takes
wins.
it.
Mirai wins.
Holy crap.
With a time of 1:16:33, Mirai finishes first, and with a time of 1:17:08, traiLZ finished second. That is a difference of 35 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 35 seconds. What a race. Given Mirai's start to this race and how his East played out as well, the fact that he came back and won is amazing. And it just came down.
GG's out because that was a hell of a race.
And it came down to GP routing. Mirai just routed it better.
That up in A he did slightly earlier allowed him to take the race.
Yep.
I think he traiLZ's question. So let me switch this on over to interview. I think we're gonna we might get Mirai in here in a second.
Oh, we're probably gonna get both of them in here shortly.
traiLZ says he's good for an interview tonight.
He did?
Yeah.
I have no doubt we'll get both of them here shortly.
But one hell of a race there for our runners.
Wow, that was
finishing 35 seconds apart.
We could not ask for a better race from our top two of our best runners in the community.
Hell of a race, hell of runners.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ghost Dunk. He dropped off. He was our amazing tracker tonight.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome our winner of that amazing race, Mirai. GG.
Thank you. traiLZ, GG, man. Oh my God.
He's not here yet.
Oh, he's not here yet. Okay.
Doesn't sound like he wants to join us tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's skipping?
He's got to run, so.
Okay.
Wow.
But GG,
Wow.
Mirai.
GG, Mirai. I'm going to tell you this right now. The difference in the race came down to GP routing.
Wow. Wow.
You were up in A slightly before he did, and that was the game changer. You literally went the same pass, almost like the same amount. You just reset slightly earlier.
Oh my God. You guys can see my camera on the restream.
You were just having the worst of times with this seed.
I was irate. I was absolutely irate. Those early game overs that heart container cave, I was like, this is it. This is literally what you don't want to have happen in a race like this. And it felt so terrible. And then missing P1 for 30 hours, I just was like, this is done. And I get into GP.
You both went in on the hunt for P1 though. It was very hidden.
That P1 was very, very hidden. And you entered GP just a little over 2 minutes behind traiLZ.
Wow.
And you won by 35 seconds.
Yeah, there's no way I was not going to route the hardest left that I could in that thing. I just knew
it was a good thing you did go immediately left because traiLZ showed us the immediate right and it was a dead end.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, we were slightly concerned with you when you had to go back, dip P6 again since you didn't have the glove.
Well, I didn't. I just dipped out of P6 taking a huge gamble, thinking, well, I've got a few more locations where the raft could be, and I don't want to dig this item out of P6. But it seems like I kind of lucked out on it because you needed the glove to get there. And I guess I did check. I check Death Mountain before going into P6? I don't remember.
You barely touched Death Mountain and immediately left.
Okay, so I wouldn't even have had the glove yet.
No, because you saw Death Mountain, you jumped out, you went into P6, You found Barbo, who wasn't glove blocked,
Right.
but the raft was.
And you had to make that stupid. Oh no, you didn't have to. Did you have to make that jump, or could you get there from that drop?
Yeah, the drop took you there. So
The drop took you there as well.
Damn it. That would have just been. I thought I was doing the pro move. I was like, let's just count this. I'm going to count the bricks. We're going to make this jump. First try, I get it. I felt so proud of myself. And then, of course, it's worthless.
Yeah, you were about 2 minutes on average behind, and then you slowly in the west you were behind, and then on the east side you slowly gained traction throughout the things. You had a little bit cleaner execution,
and then going into P2, you actually pulled ahead because MiRai was trying, not MiRai, but traiLZ was trying to locate P1 up around, see if he could find it up around where the Valley of Death was, where you just jumped right in and you jumped ahead right there for the littlest bit, but he did find P1 first.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt so bad about that. It's just like we saw 5. I dug 5 before seeing Thunderchild. Do we know it was fire today?
Yes, it was jump.
It was jump.
Okay.
And because traiLZ did pick that up. You did have to backtrack to get your up stab, but not too much of a loss. You both had to wait until you got either jump or fairy to get down stab.
I'll be honest, I wasn't going to get up stab. It's just that I was there and I'm thinking, well, it'd be kind of dumb to walk by it now. I might as well just get it because I'm over here combing around the east for the stupid Palace 1. And I was like, I got to pick up this because this is going to come back to haunt me. And then I saw the up stab block in GP and I'm thinking maybe that's what saved me. But no, that was a dead end.
Yeah, sadly it was.
What helped you early on in GP is that you found a way to that 4-way room.
Yeah.
From the right, where traiLZ didn't find his way to that room until he came all the way around from the left side. And that was quite the hike for him.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't return there because there were multiple options to pick from, and that's probably a good place to go back to is that like big main junction area. But I just wanted to keep going left after that because I knew you went left and there was the first junction, there was up and left, and then just hold left. And second time through, I just held left as hard as I could, and I was just like, I hope this works. And I kept looking. I'm staring at the race room. I'm like, how is this not over yet? I played the game so poorly in the beginning. I couldn't find P1. I'm thinking this has to be one of those games where we both played kind of poorly in certain areas and it both cost us enough time to where it all evened out somewhere. And that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, this came down to a match of skill because you both were in the Dark Link room at the exact same time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were just finishing him off as traiLZ was just starting on Dark Link. It was nuts.
I saw Thunderbird and the race wasn't over yet. And all of a sudden, my heart rate just skyrockets. And I'm just like, how is this not over? I'm like, is it really just hard left? And I'm the one who got here first? Is there a bunch of Palace everywhere else?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Wow.
You just managed to route that GP just that little bit quicker, that little bit faster.
We now have a new team for you. Your team preheat the oven, apparently.
Yeah, I am. I'm actually preheating the oven now. You might, if I'm talking and it beeps, you might hear it in the background. But I do have dinner to cook, so the oven is preheating. I didn't want to wait too long. But
is it chicken again tonight?
It's actually fish. Actually, some delicious fish.
Nice. Yeah. But I'm glad. So this was my first seed back from being my absence. I'm glad it turned out to be a nail biter.
Yeah, as a restreamer, yeah, because you were with Krista last night, but she was restreaming.
Yeah, she took the fun away. And sadly, Krista, she's in chat right now and wanted to clarify that River Devil is technically not required.
Correct. I thought it was but you at least needed the Flu for 3 I'd rock for P1. Stupid Palace. What a stupid Palace. The location.
Yeah, it was just out of sight. You just had to go south just at that one little spot to find it.
I'm gonna watch this back and be so frustrated with this early game. It's so
terrible. You probably went near where the path you had to go to it, but you probably just like, no, I need to check this other one first.
Well, when I was down there the first time, I checked the cave and I saw it was a pass through, and then it was we were right next to P5. I guess I checked P5, then the cave, and then I checked if it was the double Darunia encounter right before that town, and it was. And I'm like, well, I'd rather just do P5
Yeah.
and get this out of the way.
Good thing you did, because you got Child out of there and you got Thunder.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was. I saw that. I'm thinking I'm still missing a ton of spells, so Journia could very easily be something.
I both
Yep.
called that Child would be required for Thunder, and I also called that Thunder would be hell of expensive.
Yeah, it was 79. I think I only had Magic 6. I was burning
Yep.
gems at the end, just thinking, man, I just got to go. I got to go. I got to just play. It's one of those things where man, I felt so defeated. I missed Medicine Cave. I missed Sunken Pea Bag Cave. I didn't even check Well, by the time I would have found New Kasuto, and I walked past the town, it probably was New Kasuto. I don't know. But there's no time to pick up anything. I knew I was gambling on just leaving jump behind and anything else. It was time to go. But I'm thinking that maybe I got a shot. Maybe it's one of those seeds. You got to keep your head in it, and it just can't be a pouty face. And I was being a pouty face for a majority of that race. You could see my camera. I was pissed.
You were
so many
irate.
eye rolls. I'm pretty glad we had you muted, because I'm guessing you would be swearing up a storm.
Oh, I think my neighbors were like, what is going on in that apartment? Because, yeah,
But-
I mean, I'm sorry to my neighbors if you're watching. You're not, but if you were.
But MiRai, the good news is you have won this match. You are now into the semifinals and finally into best of 3 matches.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
it
have
is
a-
a best of 3. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Yes,
and you have
it
a
is.
nice little break, because we have to find out who's going to win between Animus and Sparkles.
Yeah, I think
You
that
gotta
match is
take on the
happening on
winner of that.
Sunday.
Yeah, they're looking for a Sunday match for that one. So
Wow.
Meanwhile, traiLZ will get even seem a little bit longer break, because we have to wait for the results of Slamu versus Level Engine. That winner
Yeah.
will take on Chroma, and the winner between Chroma and that previous winner will finally be the opponent of traiLZ. So we have a lot of matches ahead still.
This is not, I mean, this is surreal. I can't believe that everything like went wrong in the beginning. It was hard container hammer. And I was like, it's going to be hammered here. I
Yep.
just know it. And there it was. And I let out a very large bit of vulgarity at a high volume at that point. And I knew
I can't blame you.
there
So
was, yeah.
definitely a good thing we don't have live audio for that.
Man, if that would have been played nicer, you would have been in GP sub hour. I think it was a pretty,
Oh yeah, you guys were done your first 5 palaces sub at 57 and change.
yeah. And that P1 was right next to P5. Had you just gone south and done P1 first, because we had the flute right on the east, right as we entered the east, and done P1, then P5, got the child, got Thunder, hit up Maze Island, hit up P2 in Death Valley, and then you would have been right back to the west, and that would have been it. And it would have been easy peasy. Man, that was so, but that's what kept getting me. It's just like, man, it's just all of this stuff is right here. Maybe I'm magically routing this very well, and maybe I can make up a bunch of time, and maybe he's going to make a mistake or something. It's entirely possible. Everybody's human here. So I made some huge mistakes early on, and oh my God, I just could not get double hits to save my life. I felt my controllers like over here malfunctioning. Like
I did
don't
see
know.
you at one point leaning forward, holding your controller up to your camera and moving the D-pad.
It
was that first room in, I think, 6.
That was defeat. That was the look of defeat, actually. I couldn't believe it that I've just the series of bad moves and deaths and game overs. And I was just like, this is what you don't want to happen in a race like this. Please, MiRai, stop being bad. And it was a little bit more, again, a little louder and a little more vulgarity, but that's essentially what I was just done. I was just like, man, I should just throw in the towel now, because this is ridiculous. I'm glad I didn't. And I got 27 up and A in game overs. That's unbelievable.
Oh,
Unbelievably
wow.
high. And it's like embarrassingly high for this type of round. But yeah, whatever. I guess I pulled it together, and I thank Jesus that GP, man. Wow. Thank you.
Won
Thank
by
you, Great Palace.
35 seconds.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it back, but I know I'm going to be so frustrated watching my own gameplay back. It's fine
Well,
though.
Hey, it's always good to watch, so you can see where you can try and improve next time, or how much RNG hits you later.
Yeah. I don't want to keep anyone too long though, because traiLZ isn't here. We can't bounce back and forth. But yeah, GG's to him again. He's obviously, everyone knows him as probably the best player of Z2R, at least currently. And he's been undefeated up to this point. So it was obviously feels good to take the win, but I would have not felt bad other than playing terribly during the seed. I would have not felt bad had I lost to him, because it's like, well, you're playing potentially the best player of Z2R right now. So it's just, it's fine. It was, again, you get, if you go to the lower bracket, you get over a week of break. So it's all good.
Yeah,
but I'm glad I won.
When we started the restream and we saw how evil it was being, both kicking your butt, with lots of deaths, and also with vanilla and how hard things were being able to find, I was like, oh great, I'm back, and I roll a seed from MiRai and he's going to kill me.
I mean, I don't know. I don't put much stock into who rolls the seed. Essentially,
you hated my seeds before I went on break.
Well, I've come around. It's more like you're just telling the bot to roll, and the bot roll. Everyone can just blame the bot for rolling.
Oh no, I'm very good at being evil, so it just it seeps into the bot right before I roll the seed.
I mean, I was glad.
has also leveled up in these 6 months since you've last seen him too.
Yeah, I imagine.
He's now level 1.
Yeah, I was concerned with all the flute hints and the boots and the raft leading to the east. Probably it was just like, is this going to be a vanilla east? And thankfully it wasn't, but it was kind of tough to navigate that mountainous. But anyway, not to dwell too much on the seed at this point. It's just again, GG to traiLZ, very tough opponent, and it's very likely.
How about that self-contained Death Mountain?
Yeah, I mean that's. It is what it is. I'm glad that we saw both sides of it, so I didn't go digging through it to go check the other side. But even if you didn't find the hammer, you could still seemingly access part of the west. But I don't know if there was any. There might have been something. I don't. Man, there's so much. It's like the seed amnesia just seeps in immediately after a race because it's just.
You just want to forget it.
Well, the only thing really on your mind is just like, you have to throw that other information out once you're in GP. It's just like, remember the rooms, remember the route, remember where you've been, remember where you want to go and all of those things, and stay focused on GP, and all of the other stuff just gets thrown out of that short-term memory. So it's, and my tracker doesn't keep locations of where I found things. So I don't remember, but unless I remember a hint or something, but I don't want to dwell on too long. I mean, I don't,
all right. Any final thoughts, MiRai?
Yeah, no, feels good to win. And it's, I'll say that if I move on in the next round, or I guess if I lose in the next round, that it's likely that I might just run into traiLZ again in the lower bracket or the upper bracket. So I do expect to see him again. I expect that this is not over. I expect he's going to be back with potentially a vengeance. So I had better stop being bad and start being good when the races begin, because the early game,
just need to practice more.
Well, the early game really comes, like, if we had just done better in the early game, I think I would have had a hell of a lead. But man, just early game can be the decider, but I guess the end game can be as well. So
okay, with that, we'll take it away. If for our Zelda fans, we have 10 races being restreamed tomorrow. Just up ahead later tonight or early tomorrow, depending on where you are, at 1 a.m. Eastern, we have a Wind Waker Randomizer Season 5 match between Clarion and Lenfamy. I probably am butchering that. Then starting early tomorrow morning, outside of that, 9 a.m., we have another Wind Waker Randomizer. We have A Link to the Past, Cross Keys, Skyward Sword, MMR match, and OOTR. So we have a really busy day tomorrow. Come join us. All our Zelda speedrun channels will be in use at some point in the day. We have amazing restreamers that will be watching things. If you are looking specifically for Z2R, next Tuesday we have the Nibiru Invite Tournament Grand Finals Game 2 of TAH versus Dr. J. And TAH is up one match, so if Dr. J wins, we will have a Game 3. That is at 10 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. So last but not least, let's give another shout out to our amazing runners of traiLZ and MiRai. Our amazing tracker we had was Ghost Dunk. My co-host, who did a great job, was the one, the only Night Shifter, and I am Cemetery. Any other final thoughts, Night Shifter?
No, that we're getting to that time of the year in the Z2R schedule where the matches are going to start getting more and more like this.
Always fun for matches. So yeah, I hope you guys are able to join us tomorrow, and we hope to see you around for future Z2R matches. So everyone have a great evening. or night, and good luck with sleep if it's late for you. I know I have to be up nice and early, so everyone have a great evening.
Good night, everybody.